In this video, we're going to talk about how hair loss happens due to stress. Is stress the reason for baldness? And what are the treatments, the salient treatments available to us for treating hair loss due to stress? When stress happens, the body responds to it in myriad ways, chief of which is by secreting cortisol, the stress hormone. And this is accompanied by the secretion of adrenaline or epinephrine, the hormone which kicks in the mechanism called fight or flight. Cortisol, through signals it sends to the brain, triggers the body to enter what is called the survival mode. In this mode, the body is programmed to conserve energy and essential nutrients. And since hair is a non-essential organ, it is the first to get affected when the body enters the survival mode. And this is when hair loss happens in loads. On the other hand, cortisol also depletes the levels of serotonin in the body. Serotonin is the well-being chemical, or better known as the happy hormone. And this cascade, once it kicks in, is the reason why we say stress begets stress. If you remember, most of us got thin in the scalp and a wee bit thick in the belly during the lockdown and soon after. Once the lockdown opened, if you remember, most of us sought treatment for a hair loss. Hair loss clinics report a deluge of patients seeking treatment for the hair loss immediately after the lockdown was opened. It was estimated that 1.3 million hair loss sufferers sought medical treatment in the year 2020 to 2021. And this was never seen before. And what is of interest in this statistics is that those in the age group of 20 to 30, the age group when stress is at its peak, constituted 53% of the patients who lost hair during this pandemic. The 1 year that followed, that is in 2021 and 2022, the number of patients seeking treatment for their hair loss diminished by 50%. And those in the 28 to 30 years age group decreased to just 34%. When we talk of hair loss, we need to know that the hair grows in a cycle, the hair cycle. 80% of the hair is in the growing phase, that is in the anagen phase. The rest 20% is either shedding or is in the dormant phase or the resting phase. During the period that the body suffers from telogen effluvium or hair loss due to stress, this hair cycle gets affected. The anagen phase gets shortened and the resting phase gets prolonged. So you see less hair on your head, more hair fall, more hair shedding, because the body has entered into the survival mode. The body has been reset into conserving its precious nutrients, conserving energy, because hair is a non-essential organ and it can be dispensed with without affecting survival. So telogen effluvium is stress related. It can be caused by physiological stress or it can be caused by emotional stress. However, unlike hair loss, which we see in androgenic alopecia, hair loss in telogen effluvium is diffuse in nature. That is, that hair loss occurs uniformly all over the head. But you do not have to worry about telogen effluvium because telogen effluvium is self-limiting. The hair loss due to stress is self-limiting in nature. Hair will, with time, grow back to its pristine glory. But there is a rider here. If you have underlying androgenic alopecia, all the hair may not grow back. And if you have androgenic alopecia, there is half a chance that your baldness has been triggered, it becomes overt, and it will start manifesting itself. So this is the drawback of hair loss due to stress in a background of androgenic alopecia, male pattern baldness or female pattern baldness, whatever you may like to call it. So if you have androgenic alopecia, you may have permanently lost these hair follicles after telogen effluvium. All the hair that have been lost will not grow back. However, there is no way to remove stress from your life. There are varying degrees of stress in day-to-day living, at the workplace, in relationships, and in so many other ways. But much as we may like to blame stress for hair thinning, hair fall, hair loss, stress by itself does not cause baldness. It will most likely only unmask the underlying androgenic alopecia, and baldness will raise its ugly head sooner than it otherwise would have. However, if the stressors of physiological and emotional nature are removed and you do not have underlying androgenic alopecia, all your hair are most likely going to come back. And it can be speeded up if you see your doctor, if you start applying Rogaine, or if you get a few sessions of PRP done. PRP is of great utility in telogen effluvium, though it is of very little use in androgenic alopecia. Also, your doctor will like to investigate you for other causes of hair loss like iron deficiency anemia, like hypothyroidism, and the treatment for these will form the basis of another video. So thank you for watching, and if you have any questions related to hair loss, hair transplant or any treatment, please let me know and I'll be happy to help. Thank you for watching again, and God bless you.